so forth and so on. What she did was wrong, so forth and so on. You even get some of these black baby mamas comment on it and even agree. You understand that, oh, she was wrong. Oh, that bitch was wrong, such and such. But then if it's one of their so-called sistrens, you understand? If it's one of their sisterin, you understand? Broken sisterins, you understand? They're not going to really acknowledge that the same way. You understand? Because How to Make a Slave, once again, How to Make a Slave, it says that. It says once they break the black female. You see, the black female has been broken, you understand? Not by the black male, no, by the same Anglo-American white male supremacist society, you understand, that has used the woman feminist movement to create this adversion, you know, this abnormality, to create this monster, this composite, this kind of composite black female. You understand? Really, a schizophrenic black female is what we're dealing with. Not all black females. I want you to understand that I'm not speaking about all black females. You understand? I'm not speaking about all females. I'm not speaking about all women. But I am speaking about a crisis, a plague that is affecting many, many, and not just black people only. You understand? But being a black male, you understand, and recognizing how this system has targeted, you understand, my family, my personal family, you understand, have targeted my people, you understand, and the greater family of black people here in the Americas and the Western world, the Caribbean, and around the world. You understand, we have to note these similarities, these links, you understand, these other scenarios, you understand, because all part of making our case and making the evidence of it. And when you begin to think about it, you say to yourself, wait, how come this is not talked about? You understand? Whenever we hear about single black mothers or single baby mothers, it's always because the black male, I say always, according to their delusion, it's always because the black male, allegedly, has run out. Yet there are more than enough cases of the black male being forced out and then targeted and then victimized and then pulled back into this plantation culture. Hence, How to Make a Slave again, break the black female. And then the black female will raise the daughter, remember that from How to Make a Slave, will raise the daughter to be just like her. You see what I'm saying? And then to raise the son to be strong in the outer sense, but in mind and in emotion even, in a sense, to be psychologically weak. You know what I'm saying? To be psychologically weak, but to be strong physically, but the daughter to be just like herself, fulfilling the parable, like mother, like daughter. You see, and this is what in the black community, in the black family, and we as black males, you understand, are faced with. And what black females, you understand, whether they're single black baby mothers or whether they're not, you know, whether they're in a good relationship, a good family, or whether they haven't started a family, what you need to understand the field. You need to really recognize what is out there. You understand? What is out there from today and what has been out there since yesterday and has just continued to change. As each day changes, it changes with the day and the time. And this is the How to Make a Slave thing. It's the same thing. It's the same template, but with updated images. We can update the template of How to Make a Slave with more recent images of what has occurred this year, what is going on in my life, you know, how I'm being crucified, how a lot of other black males and males in general are being crucified on this altar, you understand, of the feminist so-called goddess kind of a thing. Really Satan in drag, because Satan is a bitch. He's cast that nature into vulnerable and broken femininity. You understand? He's cast that nature. Now through that, you understand, casting of that nature, he's broken the black female. You understand? Broke her since the days of slavery. Broke the black male since the days of slavery. So when we was beginning to repair ourselves as a people, when we was beginning to repair the breach amongst ourselves as a people, namely in the 60s, in the so-called Black Power, civil rights, the Black liberation struggles that was not just going on in America, but it was going on in the Caribbean, South America. It was going on in Africa. It was going on in Asia. It was going on in Europe. It was going on all around the world. You understand? It was going on all around the world. So in order to break that, you understand, the poison of white female, of Gloria Frankenstein's, you understand, so-called femalist and feminist movement, that poison, you see, that's where the serpent in the garden came into our black liberation garden. The serpent, that Gloria Frankensteinism, came into the garden and deceived Eve, deceived the black female. You understand? While the black male, even at that time, he saw what was going on. See, the black male is at fault because we have seen what is going on. Even my own personal case, my own personal scenario, as I now look back, they said 2020 is hindsight is 2020, they say. Now as I look over those things, you can see it all more clearly. I mean, you really see it more clearly. And the fault that I have, you understand, is that I should have acted differently, not believe that things would get better, not believe that my not acting, you understand, more proactively, you understand, to really, first of all, sever this. You know, I could have severed this whole welfare and this government stuff and this lie, Section 8 and all that. Could have severed it at any time. And a lot of men know what I'm talking about. You may be with a woman right now. She may be a good woman. I don't know this woman. You understand? But you have to understand what forces are out there. And it's not because your woman is the worst of all women. You understand? But she is weak and vulnerable. She is susceptible. You understand? Because she's going to be for girlfriends. You're going to have an argument with her. You understand? Or disagreement with her. She's going to be around her girlfriend. And some of these other women who maybe already can teach her how to do these things. You understand? And basically convince her, because they've been deceived. Now they're deceiving your woman, your wife, your girlfriend, your baby mama. You understand? And you're going to be thinking, well, I thought we just had a disagreement about something. I didn't lay no hand on you or whatever. I didn't call you no bad name. We had a disagreement, and now you're telling me to get out. I mean, this house, I paid for it too. You understand? But at least maybe in her name, because, you know, she's receiving welfare or some other support. So she may have the lease in her name, but you give her the money to pay for that. And now, so forth and so on, what she did was wrong, so forth and so on. You even get some of these black baby mamas comment on it and even agree. You understand that, oh, she was wrong.